What? Hey, how are we doing today? Tonight? Tonight? It's not even 7 p.m. here. To me, 7 p.m. is kind of late already. Um, well, if we're talking about Venezuela time, right about 7 p.m. it's when nighttime hits in Venezuela. But here in Madrid, um, even now in the summer, there's plenty of sun left. So, how are we doing today? Let's finish Phoenix Wright once and for all. Probably, maybe, hopefully. I don't know. Can you repeat the question? That's Malcolm en el medio. Malcolm por el medio. Ho ho! I don't know. I would love to know an Asian language. I learned like a couple of phrases in Mandarin Chinese, but I don't know. I should learn some Korean, definitely. Annyeong haseyo. Annyeong haseyo, that's the one I remember. And annyeong. Yeah. Yeah, so welcome to the wonderful world of Phoenix Wright. We are going to finally defeat the final boss, Chief Detective Kent. I don't know if there's any like special content for the first game. I don't think so. Hey, what's up, Kuro? How are you doing? Yeah, so we are going to finish this game today, apparently, hopefully. Dude, I want to finish it so I can start like focusing on the next launch, the next music launch. Yeah, I've seen your videos playing guitar, man. You're doing great. Hope to see some more of you, some more music from you. That's what I mean. Yeah, let's go. Let's do this. February 25th, 2:21 p.m. District Court room number 9. Thank you, man. Thanks for all the effort and the energy. Without the first time, Miss Lanskar, please take this shit. Oh, Miss Lena Sky, you're the chief prosecutor. I'm sure you're aware of what it's required of you. But Mr. Ashford, you already know everything. You know all that I've done these past 2 years. Please provide the court with your testimony, Miss Scott. And remember, you're under oath. We want to hear the truth. Of course. The truth. Oh, Lana, no matter what happens, I'll always be your sister. I wanted to make that voice for her. Something like ridiculous. Not in your testimony, if you will. Please tell us about your relationship with Chief Kent. We haven't heard about this yet. Let's see. Oh. I worked alongside Gant for years. There's no truth to this blackmail testimony. Okay, she's assuming the guilt. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. My only motivation was to get Tark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. Okay. Are you sure? Yes, Honor. I'm confessing to a capital offense. Of course I'm sure. Yeah, right. If you're true, then that means Chief Kent has nothing to do with this. That's what I've been told. Okay, she is taking the blame. Sure. We already know. Okay. Yes. Yes, this is the old case. Okay. Let's just press her. How many years? Ever since I made senior detective. 24 then. 5 years. Detective Ganton, Detective Sky were legendary partners. Personally solid testify. Okay. Nothing there. No truth to the blackmail theory. Think about it, Miss Sky, you didn't murder Detective Goodman. You told me as much yesterday in jail. I still don't get it. I don't like when she turns back. Any testimony you cannot present in court is as useless as idle gossip. I stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. And fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. I don't think so. Did you do so to help your sister? Yo, Dark was the serial killer. My sister almost became his last victim that day. I didn't want that incident to ruin her life. Oh. Huh. Okay, it's the first time anybody says that Dark wanted to kill Emma, actually. That's not the point. She was traumatized that day. All because of that creep. That's why I couldn't forgive him. Lana. So that why you fabricated the evidence 2 years ago. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crimes. You say you did this all by yourself. Oh. Yes. Would you mind telling us what you found when you arrived at the crime scene? It seems I was the first person to discover the scene. The broken prosecutor award knife was stuck in the victim's... Okay, she's the first one to admit this. So, this is probably a contradiction? Prosecutor Marshall died from an unfortunate accident. Didn't we already know that he had already died? That's only a situation you dreamed was possible. The reality is, it wasn't my sister who took the prosecutor's life. Fantasize all you want, Mr. Wright, but I'll never change this statement. You mean? Prosecutor Marshall wound up being killed by Dark. Something like that. If that is so, what happened to the other murder weapon? Yeah. Oh, that was lying on the floor a little distance away. A bunch of new information. This is like a mini case. It was probably knocked away in the struggle. Okay, so Edgeworth, not okay. She doesn't acknowledge the statue theory. So when you found the crime scene like this, what did you do? After all, this is what everything boils down to. Yes. Okay, it's safe. That was important. I broke off the tip of Dark's knife, planted it inside the wound, then moved the body. You planted the tip? Yes, that's nuts. But why? Why would you do that? You of all people should know, Edgeworth. You've always had a good head on your shoulders. Why did you plant the knife? Come on now, Mr. Wright. Even you should be able to figure it out. That wasn't helpful. Very well, let's start this to the witness testimony. Okay, good. The reason Miss Sky fabricated the knife. I knew the tip of the weapon found buried in his body would be all the proof we needed. Proof for what? To blame Darko. According to your testimony, Prosecutor Marshall's broken knife was the murder weapon, right? Yes. That's weird. Okay. having the tip of his knife found inside. Okay. You buried it inside the victim's stab wound. Because I hit it dark for what he. The trophy doesn't have the. No. At the time, it did have the. What you call it? The halberd, they call it. Tip of the weapon. What are the other statements? And move the body. Bunch of weird stuff here. Where? No. Okay, this is not it. So much evidence. Uh-huh. Okay, these are the files. Okay, a bunch of names, so nothing. Yeah, it's like 3 pages or something. Okay, I don't think... Single stab wound, piercing heart and lung. Weapon found in wound was missing tip. Well, weapon found in wound was missing tip. And she says, I broke off the tip of Dark's... Oh, she's saying that she planted the tip. But apparently it was the weapon that was found in the crime scene. Maybe I'm getting it wrong, but I got it wrong. Maybe it's the knife. No, it's not. Ah. I don't remember who... Okay. Who had the tip? Because we don't have the tip in the court record. I broke off the tip of... Let's just press her here, just in case. She's lying.
She did it so I wouldn't be blamed for what happened.
In any case, as a prosecutor, what I've done is unpardonable. There's nothing I can do to make up for my actions. No truth to the blackmail theory. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. I broke off the tip of Dark's knife, planted it inside the wound, then moved the body. But it's weird that there's not a... Well, no, it's understandable that there's no photo of the murder scene. There's something weird with this statement. The jar. Oh, maybe she should have seen the jar? The tip was missing, but she planted it. Yeah, that's what I think. There's something weird with the tip, but I don't have the tip, and we have the knife, but it didn't work here. But I think that she should have seen the jar, because how can you not see it? And it apparently said Emma on the jar. No, this is not it. Oof.
Wrong.
Mm-hmm. I broke off the tip of Dark's knife, planted it inside the wound. That's weird, because we've seen the photo. I mean, what did they get stabbed like a kebab? Like how do you call it? A Brazilian pincho, you know? A skewered. That's the word. Okay. The tip of Dark's knife. Okay. Dark killed Marshall. And who killed Dark? No, he was sentenced to death, but he was hurt. The evidence list. We only have the drawing now, but yeah, I mean, there's something weird here, because apparently Marshall is the one at the top. But I don't know what that means with... I don't know how to relate that with the knife, because the knife he's holding is the one from the trophy. So did I... Oh, I have... Let me check something real quick. Okay. There is no tip in the drawing. Yeah, but that's because this is the... look, that knife in the drawing, it's this one. It's the one from the shield. But well, yeah, and see that the tip looks like that. It's kind of straight. Yeah. Well, maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. We could try. Here, let's present it, and why not? Let's see. No, it's not. Or maybe another statement. I don't know. Okay. Broke the tip. Dark convicted. Nothing to do with Emma. Maybe there's something in the motive? Nothing to do with Emma. Ah, but... maybe this? I would say the files, because Emma He's a witness. No. Negative. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago, all by myself. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. Okay, so we are claiming that Gant is blackmailing Lana. To prove that's his motive for incriminating her. And she's trying to plead guilty. So, can we prove she's being blackmailed? I don't think so. Maybe the phone has something? Does the current crime have anything to do with it? No truth to this blackmail theory. I mean, it's obvious because we are already on what? A double murder case and they still don't know that something weird is going on. I mean, everybody should go to jail immediately and then we will process it. Because this girl is a forger, apparently she's a murderer, the police, the chief of police is being framed as being corrupt. There's a bunch of crazy stuff going on in Spain right now. I don't want to delve into politics, but it's wild. Okay. The evidence list could be it from the chief. Yeah, but it's more like the drawing. I mean, if we had the actual list. Oh, well, maybe the tip of the knife. Maybe here. Let's try it. Yeah. Which one is that? This one. No. Or maybe the one with this. Fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. Oh no, he tore the evidence list. Gant tore it. Gant hid evidence, so he participated. Maybe it's here. No, it's not. Close call.
Yes. I broke off the tip of Dark's knife, planted it inside the wound, then moved the body.
No. This is a hard one. On other statements. This one, maybe. No. Oh, okay. She is trying to frame Joe Dark. She's trying to frame Joe Dark to make sure that he goes to jail. Okay, so she's saying that. She says that it had nothing to do with Emma. So we either disprove the motivation or the evidence or the scene of the crime. So maybe the book of evidence. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. Okay, what does the book say? Because she gave us the book, this one. Evidence law. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. Okay, how do we use this? I broke off the tip of Dark's knife, planted it inside the wound, then moved the body. We should have the evidence, an evidence list. Yeah, you're completely right. The evidence list should work, but apparently now it's just a drawing. But it's something to that end, I'm sure. Something about evidence and the evidence, the amount of evidence. Okay, this one, the motivation is clear, so we don't have to worry about that, probably. So, broke off the tip of Dark's knife, planted it inside the wound, and moved the body. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. Let's just give it a shot and see what happens. No. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. I worked alongside Gant for years. There's no truth to this blackmail Why did Gant tear the evidence list? We don't know. Apparently it's unlawful because Phoenix got it without consent or something. I don't remember. But we don't know. It hasn't been discussed. That's what I mean. We have, because he would have to declare, not declare, testify the reason for hiding the list. Because Edgeworth had the other half. Well, Edgeworth apparently had the real half, the original half. But yeah. Fabricated the evidence 2 years ago. Is it in blackmail? Here. Let's try. Nope. 9. Yes, it is. I worked alongside him for years. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. Fabricated the evidence 2 years ago. Maybe the glove, but we don't know why was it used. Or I mean that we used it in the with the lockers and stuff. But here, I suspect this is it because she gave us this book. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. An evidence list would be perfect, but yeah, it's not working. You should try her phone. Yeah, but how does it relate to the case? to this case because the phone is we found it in the parking lot. See. The tip of Dark's knife. Planted it inside the wound. Then moved the body. No. I don't know, man. We already presented the jar in this one. Security video, SL9 files. Nah. The autopsy report. Weapon found in wound was missing tip. That's the weird thing. It's like I feel like the both the knife and the tip were not in the body at the same time. That's what I think. Because this is weird. Broke off the tip of Dark's knife. Did we already try this? Yes. Ah, man. Let's see. No. Let's roll out the evidence. Okay, Goodman's ID. Nothing to do with this. The trophy. Nothing to do with this. Oh, dude. I kind of read what you wrote, but I'm going to play dumb. Luckily, there's just a few viewers at the moment, so that's the problem with story games. The spoilers. We have to. Well, that would be interesting. Like trusting the viewers, and add like a spoiler protection something. I don't know. That would be fun. But I'm going to ignore that message. But thanks for looking it up. And I mean, we took longer in another one, in presenting a different something. I kind of read something about picture, but I still don't know. No problem, dude. Thank you for hanging out, man. Yeah, it probably has something to do with the weapon. Yeah. Yeah, let's try it. Here. No. I mean, it's a what? 14? No. 11. This compilation was released 11 years ago, and the game itself, I think, is even older. So yeah. um, What will show up if you had the right evidence? I mean, I think you cannot get stuck in the game. Oh, well, how do I know? Oh, the HP on the top right. When it disappears and the music changes, that's when you hit it right. Yeah. Huh. 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 I broke over the tip of Dark's knife, planted it inside the wound to move the body. Did we already present the jar here? Yes. Ah. I don't get it. I read the spoiler. What is it? Emma's testimony, the picture is used in the last one. Oh. I know this is not Emma, this is Lana. So the picture. Not this one. No. Do or can we know if the motivation was something other than convicting Dark? Video. No. The files. We already. I don't think the what's up, Guts? That's a cool name. I'm reading Berserk. It's nuts, man. Really, really intense. I like it. Is she? Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, I kind of know some stuff about the case that doesn't. Yeah, that's not really. How do we say? I mean, I was saying before, they all should be convicted because they are worthless. They suck at their jobs. They all forge evidence. They are incompetent. They should all just go to jail. They suck, and the judge too. The judge is like a child. Yeah. You're all guilty. But I don't know what to present in this part. Broke off the tip. How did you break off the tip? Did you like take your time in doing it with it? Planted it inside the wound, then moved the body. This is apparently the second leather piece with a handprint. I wouldn't know. I mean, why? Okay, let me just figure out why. But this would be like the second murder she's involved in. So, of course. Well, I don't know. I don't know if she's actually innocent of everything, but yeah. I mean, I would guess, but yeah, evidence for something, but what? We don't know what this is. I mean, I would also agree that this is the one, but I cannot figure out why. It's not in this one. It could be. I mean, I don't see the direct relationship with this because we haven't linked this to the case, but no, it's not here.
I broke off the tip of Dark's knife. I fabricated
The evidence. Here? No. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. Ah, maybe this. Maybe, yeah. This fits. This is blackmail. No? Ah! Blackmail. That's such a cool word. What would be the origin of blackmail? In Spanish, it's chantaje, so it's different roots. I broke off the tip of Dark's knife, planted it inside the wound. Not the body. Dark convicted. Maybe here? Yeah, that's what we were saying before. It's for sure something with the tip. Because it's so weird that it's the tip of... She planted the tip, apparently, but then where was the knife? I mean, did they want to suggest that the knife broke? I mean, why? Why would they want the knife to have broken? Did they know? Lana doesn't know about the murder weapon. Or does she? Maybe she does, or maybe she doesn't want to admit that she knows. I don't know. The phone. Prosecutor trophy sword. It was used as a weapon. Yeah, it was used. Well, not exactly. See, that's the truth. The truth is that, or what we know is that the guy holding the stick here, that's the prosecutor trophy sword apparently, and that's Joe Marshall actually who's holding it, not Joe Dark. But Lana apparently doesn't know that. So we probably have to present this picture. Maybe here? No. Hmm. Mm-hmm. If we complete the case, I mean, I think we can. It's still early, but I would like to watch like documentaries and stuff, like silly videos. But I have to be careful with the copyright. So, but yeah, I would like to do that later, man. That would be chill, and it's a new form of content. What I actually want to do is to play some guitar, but we have to finish Phoenix Wright for that one. The picture with Damon Gant, Lena, and the prosecutor. Yeah. Yeah, that's what Kuro said earlier. But I don't know where, because I can't relate it. Yeah. Maybe it's here. No, it's not. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah. This case is famously long and what you call it? Convoluted.
I broke off the tip of Dog's knife, planted it inside the wound and moved the body. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. You merely adopted the shadow. I was born in it.
The photo. Oh, maybe here? No. Maybe I thought that maybe the motivation to get like the price or something.
Yes.
My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. Nothing to do with Emma. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago, all by myself. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. Worked with Kent for years. Yes? So, apparently, okay, I think we already proved in court the last part of the testimony. Okay, but why? Dark convicted. It had not. I think I'll. Oh, I got spooked. Okay. That's why I like horror movies. And good horror movies because they kind of shock you. I could also play. Well, I mean, it's a cliche, but Five Nights at Freddy. A horror game, I'll be all up for it. But the thing is the blood, because I want to play like at least in the beginning for larger audiences to grow faster, you know. So maybe I want to avoid blood. It's easier to post it on YouTube, but TikTok doesn't like it. I mean, yeah, sure, TikTok, whatever. But it's to make the shorts because I need to produce shorts, but I don't have a shortage of them. A gut feeling is the. There is this one. Well, thank you for not looking it up. Kuro looked it up also, but I don't know if he read the right thing. But that's even better. Ah! I get spooked. Yes, because I mean that's the fun part of figuring this out. We already presented this at the last one. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. court record, sure. We have the picture, the evidence list, the incident files, the autopsy report. See, this is what I find weird. Weapon found in wound was missing tip. Okay. But why don't they say that the tip was actually in the body? I mean, it should show up in the autopsy report. We also have this one. She gave us this. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And this is a bunch of evidence from the other murders. The last part and the vase. I think we already tried that because the vase is supposed to say Emma. But maybe we missed it? No, it's not, see? That was one of the first we tried, but nah. Maybe I'm not pressing her enough. Okay. Why would you do that? Oh! We missed this. Why did you move the body? There we go. It's probably this. When you showed up on the scene, where exactly was the victim's body? It was where you deduced it was, by Chief Kent's desk. But the body was found by your desk. Ah, there we go. Why did you move it there? The reason for that is simple. That's how the vase broke, probably.
Let's have the witness explain this in more detail. The reason Miss Sky moved the body.
Very well. See? That's how you make a good game. You just... And also we're reasonable. Because if we were to try... That this happened previously. There was one where you had to stop pressuring Gant. Yeah, dude, let's go. Okay, so the pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan. What? Press. Okay. Pieces of the jar, you mean? Yes, that wretched jar you showed us earlier. In order to show that Dark committed the crime, I felt it would be more expedient to move the body. So? When you first found the body, the jar was already... Of course, it had been shattered to pieces. If you looked at the crime scene, it would be clear right away what happened. Oh, she doesn't know when the jar broke! The jar broke in the first apparent murder. Neil Marshall was dead and Dark Drake was lying unconscious. In other words, the jar must have been broken during their struggle. She doesn't know. She doesn't know. Yeah. Yeah. And also, we know that Emma drew this picture. And the jar was whole, was assembled, yeah? Well, maybe she moved... Yeah, the picture happened before Lana came into the scene. But we do know that the jar did break in the evidence room. Yes. Miss Sky, I understand how you feel. Finixorovich Raidorovsky, you committed that crime 2 years ago to protect your sister.
You mean the forgery at the scene where nearby was murdered?
If that truth were to be exposed now, the past 2 years of your life will have been in vain. Even so, I am compelled to bring to everyone's attention a significant contradiction within your testimony. A contradiction in my testimony? Yes. Oh, what's this? This lag is nuts. Just this brave window is messing me up, dude. And it's not even the heat. There's something weird with every time there's a Windows update, my computer just starts derping around. Okay. You testified, and I quote, "The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threaten my plan." That's right.
You have a problem with that?
It's a simple oversight, really. You see, a message was written on the jar. Well, that too. She had to see Emma's name. Or maybe she cleaned it up or she didn't mention it. Yes, the prosecutor must have read it in his final moments. Okay, so she acknowledges it. We didn't know that part. Because she's supposedly present at the trial and supposedly she saw everything. So she knows that the Emma was written on the jar. So was kind of iffy, you know? But yeah, let's go. Exactly so. And this is where the contradiction lies. Oh my god. In order for the victim to be able to write his message on the jar, it must not yet have been broken before he died. Haha. He couldn't have written Emma's name on a shattered jar. Oh. There we go.
Order!
Your Honor, it would appear more information is needed in regard to this jar and its bloody message. We may be missing something critical here.
Something critical?
Chief Prosecutor, it seems you're... I'm having fun with the Russian accent, I'm sorry. It seems you're as in the dark as we are about the truth towards which we're headed.
What?
Just tell us exactly what you plan. We'll piece together the information to arrive at the truth.
Very well, the witness may now continue her testimony.
Oh, so Phoenix didn't tell him when the jar broke. I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar, but it was dark in the room and I didn't have... Okay, maybe it was broken. Maybe it was stored as broken when it was filed as evidence. But it was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. The fragments were large, so I'm not sure I got them all. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered. So she claims that she saw the broken pieces.
You mean you were the one who wiped away the message on the blood?
I wasn't chief prosecutor at the time. She didn't think Dark was the real murderer. That's why she tried to erase the real evidence.
Very well, the defense may now begin its cross-examination.
Dude, the lag is messing me up. Let me save real quick. I'm not going to close down the game. I'm just going to save just in case. But let me see if I can close something down. Yeah, dude. But there's something there for sure. I don't know why it's having the lag spikes, dude. It's probably the Windows update. I have to restart the computer. Let me check real quick. I don't know. Well, we're fine. It's the one game that can allow a little bit of lag, so it's not fun, but yeah. I mean that. Oh, well, I know what we can do. I can do this here in the Ableton. Oh, it's already in 256. Maybe like this. I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar, but it was dark. Okay, let's just start pressing her. So the jar was already broken. It's a miracle that thing hadn't broken earlier.
It certainly looks as feeble as the defense's case.
But not as feeble as the judge's judgment. Normally I would have. But it was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. So you didn't know your sister's name was written on the jar? No. If I had known, I would have gathered all the pieces and ground them to dust. Okay, she didn't know. What? How? Oh, she didn't see it because it was dark. And she didn't do a good job erasing the evidence.
This is my second.
To be safe, I wiped away the blood. Let's check it out. I'm afraid this action of yours reveals what really happened.
What do you mean?
If you really thought Dark killed Prosecutor Marshall. Oh, it's like Drake and Marshall. Is Gant a rapper? No. Right? Gant? Jake Marshall? Nah. This is not a JoJo's reference. You would have wiped away the blood. What else could I have done in that situation? Oh, dude, I need to add like JoJo's videos. I added this one to celebrate whenever a subscriber subscribes. But yeah, it's hard. I want to make it so you can activate it via chat. It's possible, but I will probably have to program it myself because I don't find one that's easy to use, and still streaming plugins are very there are a bunch, but some are are quite limited. But yeah, there's still a lot of space in there. Well, I had a few moments. There wasn't enough time for me to do anything else but gather up the pieces. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. Gant had one in his safe, but how could you see with the power out? It should have been pitch black in that office. A detective is always prepared, Mr. Wright. Even now, I always carry a pocket light and a camera with me. I never miss anything. I got every last piece. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered. Let's just keep praising her. Oh, dude, I want to check out this video. If I press F7 in the keyboard, I played that video with Beavis and Butthead. It's supposed to have music, but to allow you guys to play video using chat, I have to make something that's not really smart with it's like I have to program a store, so whenever you buy, it activates an alarm in Stream Elements, which is a different... I have to do something really complex to do something that's quite simple. What I mean is that you see that I merged the YouTube and Twitch chats. I want to make a program that reads chat, and whenever types a command, something happens in my OBS, which is the streaming software. That way you guys can play memes and sound bites and whatever. Of course, if I prepare them beforehand. And that way we can kind of interact and play a bit, so you guys can like make a mess in chat and in the screen, you know? It will show up in the No, 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 no. The rewards is one of the ways to program it. What I want is that whenever you type a command, something reaches my OBS, my computer, you know? That's what I want right now. How to do that right now with whatever tools are available? You have to make a fake item or a free item in the store so people can activate it, like when they buy it. And you can, you know, have some sort of like point system and stuff. But that's too convoluted. That's too complex for what I want. It's simpler if I code it myself. So maybe I'll take a weekend and code it on stream. Maybe that could be fun. I don't know. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, because that would be really fun. Because you could play any sort of anything. I mean, and we could have like a library, and yeah, that could be fun. Okay, so yes, I don't have any excuse for my actions. I am sorry, Lana. I didn't know.
I treated you so badly all this time.
It's not late. After we've gotten to the bottom of this incident.
No doubt this day will leave a permanent stain on the history of the prosecutor's office.
Oh, you think? More contradictions have surfaced in her testimony. Your sister's really putting up a fight. She must really care about you. Okay. It was dark in the room, so I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered. I don't think it makes sense that she would hide evidence, knowing that there ought to be fingerprints. Maybe. Let's try. Did we save?
Let's save.
Okay. No. Negativo. All I can think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered. Yeah. Well, there was a missing fragment. We know that Gant had that fragment in his safe, but... Okay, there it is. Miss Sky, I believe this jar conceals a truth even you were unaware. Oh, there's this book, Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky. It's really good. It's really short, and it's rough. What? We found the final piece of this jar in Chief Gant's safe. In the chief's safe? But how? She didn't know. There's something even more disturbing about that final piece. There was still blood on it. So she could not have seen that the jar said Emma.
But the witnesses testified that she got every last piece of evidence showing why the blood off them.
Oh, really? What do you speak? What is the name of the language? Burmese? Is it Burmese? Oh, I'll look it up. I'm actually curious. Oh, those letters are so pretty. They're so different from the Latin alphabet. It's a really cute language. It's beautiful. It feels ancient, dude. That's so cool. Huh. That's nice, dude. Yes, which leave us with only one explanation. On the night Prosecutor Marshall was murdered, you were not the first one to show up on the scene. Chief Gant got there before you. Aha. Really? It appears so, that it kind of keeps that ancient quality. Yeah.
I'm afraid that's not...
I know. I'm afraid that's unlikely. The pieces are too big for anyone to miss, let alone an ace detective.
That made me weep. But everyone makes mistakes, even I once wasted an entire day looking for my dentures. They were in my mouth all along. Can you believe that?
Have you forgotten, Your Honor? When this witness arrived at this scene, the jar was already broken.
Oh, that...
There's no way a name could have been written on a shattered jar. Another person discovered the scene prior to the Chaos Emeralds.
I hope you're not implying this person was Chief Cantor. At the time he was looking for Dark downstairs. Besides, even if he was there first, why would...
Okay, objection. The question is, if he did arrive there first, why did he hide that fact for 2 years?
Oh...
Well, Your Honor, can you answer us that?
No...
The judge?
Wait, I'm not the one on trial here.
That's why. Yeah, dude. For sure, man. So that's why horror movies are fun, and they're usually funny, because when there's high tension and you crack a joke like at the right time and everyone laughs, it's really, yeah, a well-placed joke. Some comedians might argue that delivery is everything in comedy. Damon Gant arrived at the crime scene prior to the witness. He proceeded to break the jar and purposefully hid one of the broken pieces. Question: what is this action called? Fabrication of evidence.
Well, why would the chief can't do that?
In light of what happened afterwards, isn't it clear?
What happened afterwards?
Discovering the scene, Lana Skye believed her sister Emma killed the victim. Determined to help her sister, she sought Gant's aid. Lending her his aid, Gant helped her create evidence that incriminated Dark, sparing Emma, and therein lies the person. The reason why Miss Skye became the chief's puppet. No, I did it on my own. Please, sis, stop trying to protect the chief. I can't wait.
I don't want to suffer anymore for my sake.
No, you didn't. It wasn't you. Emma, you didn't kill anyone. Don't believe anything Mr. Wright says. Defense attorneys make up the most foul lies to defend their clients. Foul lies? You have the guts to call Phoenix a liar.
I guess you seem the type who likes to twist the truth.
What? Wait a minute. What if we're still smack dab in the middle of Gant's trap?
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright?
Lana may be right after all. What do you mean, right?
So you told the foul lies then, Mr. Right?
Miss Sky, please testify once more. But if evidence was fabricated behind your back, then Emma's accidental killing of Prosecutor Marshall might also be a lie. But I do remember knocking over Mr. Marshall. Miss Sky, if you will. I can't. There's nothing to be afraid of anymore. This cross-examination may not change a thing. However, there is a possibility that it will, if you tell the truth. Aha, very well. I'll testify about what I really saw.
Ooh. Alright, the witness may testify once more for the final time.
Actual crime scene. When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled on that suit of armor sword. Emma and Dark were lying unconscious on the floor nearby. When I saw what had happened, I thought she did it. That's why I erased all the evidence that linked her to the murder. I had Chief Kent help me remove the body from the sword and carry it. But if it all really was a fabrication, Emma might be innocent. Unbelievable.
The body was impaled on the armor sword.
You were the only one who saw that. If only you had proof. Actually, I do have proof. I gave it to Mr. Wright just this morning.
What, to me?
It's a picture I took of the crime scene as I encountered it. I thought it might be needed. She didn't give us any picture. She gave us the evidence law book. Can we present this? What? Oh, did I click court record? No. What? Yeah, there's a picture. Why can I not present it? What? Did the game bug out? What? This is weird. I think the game bugged out. Yeah. I think it's bugged. Yeah, I cannot No. Oh, maybe it's here. Oh, we haven't checked. Ah, no. This is new. We weren't able to do this before. She sneaked us a picture. Yes, there we go. Hey, there's a picture here. Oh, that's gruesome. Oh my. This is the actual scene, the actual crime scene. Not the other, no other detective saw the crime scene like this. Because I contacted Criminal Affairs only after I had rearranged everything. Mr. Wright, that piece cut out from his vest, could that be the cloth we found inside Chief Kent's safe? What's this, right? Usually, when something seems, and this is really helpful for guitar also and playing music, when something seems really hard or really complex, it's probably not because it is complex as it is, but mostly because we don't know how to do it. Because the times where we spent too much, where we wasted too much time trying out stuff, it's not because it was hard, we just have to present evidence, but it's because we didn't know, we made a mistake like previously, you know, with the statement. So that's a helpful way to solve problems. I mean, you can kind of formalize it. So yeah, it's just general advice in problem solving. The cloth, whosever fingerprints those are, must be the real murderer.
What? But those fingerprints.
They're yours. Why are your lips turning all purple, Mr. Right? Anyway, let's get on with the cross-examination. So long as you tell the truth, we should be able to flush out the real murderer.
Very well. The defense may not begin its cross-examination.
Okay, let's press her. When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled. Oh. Come on now, Haji. This is the poorest excuse of a trial I've ever seen.
Chief Kent.
What? Now you want to make me out as the bad guy too? If so, I'd like to put in a word or two in my defense. Oh, he's scared. I'm afraid it's too late for that. What? You already declined to testify. That means you forfeited your right to make statements of any sort. Yeah, probably. But I think he's scared, so he wants to testify. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the sound of the noose tightening around your own neck. So what? You think I'm worried? Sorry to disappoint you, but I don't need to make any statements. What do you mean? The evidence will do all the talking for me. Even if I can't testify, I can still present evidence.
Yes, that's true. Wait, you mean you still have some conclusive evidence?
No, I don't, but someone does.
Someone?
So, what's your excuse, Rido? Why have you been keeping quiet about it? You do have something to show us, right? Something that proves who knocked over Neil Marshall, causing his death. Conclusive evidence that leaves no room for doubt.
Is this true, Mr. Wright?
I think this is a trap. Yeah. Okay, let's save it. Okay. Show evidence. And we show the book. No, I can't show them that yet. I think it's a trap. I'm almost sure it's a trap. It's a trap because he wants to frame Emma. Bro, sleepy when case happened. Who do you mean, Gant? No, this is not it. Maybe let's say I don't have evidence.
What? You lie.
Oh, I think we have to hide it.
You opened my safe.
I know you took what was inside. The conclusive evidence. I don't know what you're talking about. It's the right window you showed them. We found it together. Oh, I see. It's because you know the truth, don't you? You know whose fingerprints are on it. That's why you won't present it. What are you talking about, Chief Gant? Can't you figure it out? Take a good look at this picture. See the victim's vest? Anything odd about the chest area? It looks like part of it
Has been cut for some reason.
You mean you had this in your safe?
What? That means you, the chief of police, have been concealing evidence. This is going to be the biggest scandal in the history of the police department.
Huh. Impressive. To be honest, I didn't think you had the gall, righto? Well, I can't just let you pick me up as the murderer. I'll tell you what really happened. What?
You mean you admit to it?
Ooh, what's going on? I was the first person to arrive at the crime scene that day. It then occurred to me that I could use the situation to control Lana. So you really were manipulating her. I knew Lana. If I made it look like the blame lay with her sister, that when she saw the scene, she would ask me for my aid. So you assisted Miss Sky. I told her to arrange all the evidence. I had her plant the knife tip in the victim's body and move the body across the room. And I ended up using that evidence to get Joe Dark convicted. When I tampered with the crime scene, I hid 2 pieces of evidence. This was before Lana arrived at the scene, mind you. 2 pieces of evidence. You mean those items in your safe?
For what?
For insurance. I think he's telling the truth. And we are concealing evidence, but I think that... I don't think that evidence can be accepted. Well, if it's not... I don't know. I think we're on the right path. Insurance? Let's save, just in case. I think if we presented the cloth with the fingerprints, then we'd lose. Most likely. I wasn't to let anyone blame me for a murder that girl committed.
You mean you were calculating that far ahead with forging the evidence?
What do you take me for, a fool? I didn't make police chief by dumb luck. See this jar fragment? I hit the most legible part of Emma's name. I didn't expect Lana to go and wipe the blood off all the pieces. But if you fabricated all the evidence, what's to say you didn't fabricate the message on this jar too? Some people just don't know when to quit, do they? That's why I kept one more item for insurance. You mean that piece of cloth? Come on, Rido, cough it up already. I know you have it. What are you waiting for, Mr. Wright? So you admit to it then, Chief Kent? That you were hiding the cloth you cut off the victim's vest in your safe. Oh, maybe we could have presented it. Yes, I admit it. I didn't want to have to do that, being chief and all. But it's a lot better than being portrayed as a murderer.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say for yourself? Just a moment ago you said you didn't have any evidence you could present.
Foolish move, Rido. You should have known it then before it was too late. It's been a long battle. But the moment truth finally arrived. Show evidence. Okay, let's... They are granting us a free save. What is Edgeworth doing in this case? Well, apparently he's an accessory to murder. Show evidence. Your Honor, I do have evidence to present now. I think we lose if we do that. I'm almost sure. I think Mr. Wright's humor has improved at the expense of his defense. I'm almost sure I don't have to present it. No. It's too late to show evidence now. That poor girl. No. Okay. Let's just do it. Let's just fall in the trap and see what happens. Let's see what happens. Because they already mentioned it. They personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest. Oh yes, at last you finally brought it out into the open.
There's a handprint on this piece of cloth.
Your Honor, the prosecution requests that be immediately sent to the lab for analysis. This handprint on the leather. There must have been a strong impact for it to be left so clearly. Probably good in bad? You mean that this is probably a good outcome? Let's see, I mean... I know there's something weird in this trial. Think about it, right? All this time to present this evidence. Yet he was reluctant to do so. Why would that be? You mean you already know? You know whose fingerprints are on that? Yeah, I mean, we just give it a shot. Whoever the fingerprints belong to must be the real murderer. Whose are they? I'll tell you. Should be okay now. Everything's proceeding as predicted. What do you mean? They're Emma's. Yes. You're really something, Ryder. You just tried to pin a murder on me.
So it's true, trying but true. This killed this prosecutor Marshall to his death.
But do we already know? I mean, at some point they mentioned that it was they already mentioned that he was stabbed after he was dead. But we don't know if he really died. I'm not sure Emma did kill Marshall. I'm not sure. Sky is not over yet. I said this trial isn't over yet. Huh, but I'm afraid it is over, boy. Not only this trial, but your career too. You purposely concealed this conclusive evidence. That, my friend, is a serious offense. I'm looking forward to pressing charges after the defendant is convicted. But we got him to admit that he also cut off the piece of cloth, so... I have your badge, boy. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Aren't you going to tell us how it feels? How it feels to be the one who single-handedly turned a poor little girl into a murderer. Before I do that, there's just one little thing I have to clear up. Oh, and what's that? Who really killed Prosecutor Neil Marshall?
What?
Chief Gant, you are absolutely right. This piece of cloth proves who the real murderer is. Who killed Neil Marshall, you ask? It was Emma Sky, wasn't it? I'm afraid that's not possible. You see, this piece of cloth contains a critical contradiction.
What? A contradiction? What is this fool babbling about?
I'm talking about a contradiction, one that proves who the real killer is. Oh.
Mr. Wright, this piece of cloth, what could it possibly contradict?
Chief Gant, your tyrannical reign ends here. Behold, the piece of evidence that contradicts this cloth. How do we prove that it wasn't Emma who killed Neil Marshall? Do we have the another piece of evidence? Oh, it should be bloodstained. It should be bloodstained.
What exactly is this supposed to be?
This is the picture Miss Kai took. Take a good look at it. See where the piece of his vest was cut out?
Yes, it's certainly showing underneath. It's hard to make out without the blood on his vest, though.
Exactly my point. His chest is soaked with blood. That's only natural. His lungs were no doubt punctured. Blood poured out of his mouth. Oh, that's gruesome.
Oh, but that piece of cloth? Wait, there's no blood on it. Ah!
Since Emma Sky fingerprints are on this cloth, there's no doubt that she shoved the prosecutor aside. However, Mr. Marshall was not impaled on the sword at the time.
No, this is nonsense.
Now then, Chief Gant, let me ask you something. Prosecutor Marshall was not impaled when he was shoved aside. He most likely hit his head on the ground and was knocked out. If so, then tell me, who could it have been? Who could have arrived at the scene before Miss Lana Sky, picked up the unconscious prosecutor, and impaled him on the armored sword? Then, to make it look like Emma was responsible for the prosecutor's death, said person proceeded to write her name on the jar with the victim's blood. A jar that they then broke on purpose to leave behind a clue and make Lana believe her sister did it. Remember what you admitted only moments ago? That you personally cut off this bloodless piece of the victim's vest. Yeah, we had to hide the evidence for a moment. Ironic, isn't it? Through the very act of creating insurance, you proved that you were the actual murderer.
No!
It's all over. Everyone's corrupt. Everyone goes to jail. Oh. Well, dude, something like that is happening here in Spain, but much more in the face. It's disgusting. Like, the whole government is corrupted, and oof, it's crazy over here right now.
That was close, Ryder. You almost had me. Sorry, but you'll have to do better than that. I refute your allegations. What do you mean you refute his allegations?
You see that piece of cloth? It's legal evidence. Oh.
Order! What nonsense is this?
Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a suspect. I remember Aji. Earlier, Ryder here concealed that piece of cloth. Oh. So then what's your excuse, Ryder? You do have some conclusive evidence, don't you? Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this moment.
Well, that's true. The defense did refuse to present evidence.
At that moment, that piece of cloth ceased to be legal evidence. But that's not fair. Oh, did you actually think you could best be in court? It looks like the last laugh's on you, son. Oh.
I'm afraid Mr. Gant's claim is legally correct. Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
True. Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a person. Assuming, of course, that the evidence is indeed illegal.
Well, Mr. Wright?
It seems at last the time for me to review my plan. What plan? I don't know what's going on. It's finally arrived.
Mr. Wright, do you admit to it that you purposefully illegally concealed this piece of cloth?
I did not. I did not. I admit, I refused to present it at one point. So the evidence is illegal. No, it isn't, Mr. Gant.
Huh?
It's not that I didn't present evidence then. It's that I couldn't.
What do you mean you couldn't?
Because the relationship to the piece of evidence wasn't proved until Gant spoke. And we have the evidence book Lana gave us.
He's nothing but a coward! You can really...
There is only one issue left to be resolved in this trial. Is this evidence legal or not?
Very well, let us settle this once and for all.
And this goes to the fact that they don't know evidence law. Lana had to give us the book. So Everyone is at fault. Everyone sucks at their job in this courtroom. Everyone should go to jail. Afuera.
If you can prove your conduct was not in violation of the law, then do so now.
Of course. This one. This is my proof, Your Honor. Evidence law. Let's just check it just in case. It says, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. Rule number 2. If they ask.
What's this?
I've done my homework too, Chief. Indeed, Emma Sky's fingerprints were on this piece of cloth. However, at that point in time, this was merely a piece of cloth, nothing more. What? You see, it's written right here in this book. The second rule of evidence law. Oh. Rule number 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. I found this piece of evidence myself, inside your safe. It goes without saying, I did not have approval from the police department. Rule number 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And here is the crux of the matter. You see, at the time it was impossible for me to prove the relevance between the cloth and the SL9 incident.
What? What kind of nonsense is this? You want relevancy? Just take one look at this picture and...
Sorry, but can you recall when was that picture presented?
It was shown only a few moments ago.
No. He's right. At the beginning of today's trial, that piece of cloth was still meaningless. The person who gave it value as evidence was you, Damon Gant. You yourself confessed to a certain truth. Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest. Oh yes.
No!
It was then that you approved this cloth as conclusive evidence. Yes, and he himself, the chief of police, personally approved this cloth. Oh, dude, they got him. The only person who could have cut this from the victim's vest is the one who stood before Prosecutor Marshall in his final moments. In other words, the real murderer. And there's only one person who could that be. Who that could be. Damon Gant. The killer was you!
We got him! Yes!
I knew I should have gotten rid of him. That good-for-nothing scum. For 2 years he's been snooping around the department trying to get something on me. Crimes are being committed every day, yet he insisted on hounding me. Well, your crime wasn't exactly petty. He wanted to reinvestigate the case. He recruited Angel Starr, then convinced Bruce Goodman. Yeah, dude, he lost a marble. He lost his marbles, that's what they say. Detective Goodman. Yeah, that's right. If the evidence is transferred, I'll lose my only chance to find out the truth. Please, you've gotta help me. Goodman turned him down, as he ought to. Still, Jake Marshall didn't know even when to quit. He stole Goodman's ID card and tried to take the evidence. Goodman came to me that day. He wanted to file a lost item report. I went with him to the evidence room, then all of a sudden he decided to speak out. Oh, cutscene. What are you talking about, Goodman? Can you please reopen the investigation, Chief? We can transfer the evidence out. There are too many questions left unanswered. Oh. He opened his evidence locker, and as he was taking the evidence out, he said, "It's not too late. I'm going to hand all this over to Marshall." Well, to be honest, I was a bit taken aback by his words. I had a bad feeling when he came to see me, but I never thought he'd bring up SL9. That's when I saw it, that accursed knife. Huh. I couldn't just pull it out. Doing so would have only led to more blood, making it near impossible to hide your crime. Even so, the blood was just pouring out. I didn't know who might stumble in, so I hurried to wipe it up. I was worrying so much about the floor, I didn't realize my fatal mistake. Ha! The bloody handprint on Detective Scumshoe's locker. Oh, so that's the murder weapon. It wasn't Edgeworth's knife. I used to be known as the crime computer, but everyone has to start somewhere, I guess. I was too nervous. I had no business doing any of it. Then you put the body in my car. I'm sorry, I couldn't think of any other way to move the body. I broke your trunk, but what's the big deal? You make a lot more than us detectives ever will. Leaving the prosecutor cars aside, how could you get Miss Sky involved in all of this? Well, she had as much to lose as I did if the truth came out. So you took the evidence from Detective Goodman's locker. I felt bad for having to do it. I also didn't have the time to pick and choose what to take. So, you left the jar fragments and the glove. Yeah, it looks like I was better off being an investigator of crimes than a committer. But I think there's one thing left. I think we have to prove he is Joe Dark. Yeah. He's still not down. He has many faces. Oh, dude, we should play Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. That game is fun. Oh, well, I don't know. We can play a bunch of games. I want to make the next album. I want to make at least one launch per year. It doesn't have to be an album, but a set of songs per year at least. And it's already June, and well, at least we have some written up. I have to make a plan. Yeah, there's enough time. I can do it. Of course. You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me. We're the same. One day you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go at it alone. Huh. Well, looks like it's time to say goodbye. Oh, gee. What? Looks like we'll have to cancel that lunch date. Sorry, old friend. This is not over.
I'm sorry today, Morgan. I knew you as you used to be long ago. You were once a fine investigator and an example for us on the force. Sorry to learn that you are no longer that person.
Those days are gone now, gee. Thanks for all the memories, though. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Okay, let's save, just in case. But I'm pretty sure there's a bit left. We haven't proved he is Joe Dark. I think. When you release this year, you have to advertise it yourself in TikTok, bro. That's like one of the fastest. Yeah, dude. Of course. That's kind of the purpose of the project, of the channel, like to gather up the community and make music and play games and show you guys how I make the music, and maybe even collaborate, dude. I mean, I have a bunch of ideas. Yeah, I just had to figure out like a way to put it all together. And apparently streaming it is one of the best ways to do it. And luckily I've already assembled the equipment to do so, because I have the electric drum kit, I have the thing to record the guitar on, the interface, you know. So yeah, dude, for sure. There are two things I want you to understand. Yes. First, your sister never hurt anyone. Second, Damon Gan betrayed you from the beginning. You see, Miss Sky, you no longer have any reason to keep silent. You're right. When this trial is over, I'll tell everything. All that I've done these past 2 years, from the time I had Gan to help me forge evidence up until today.
So, it seems all the questions raised in this trial have been answered.
I'm sorry, Miss Sky. I couldn't get you out of all your trouble. My, what high standards you have for a rookie. I can see why Mia thought so highly of you. Who knows, a few years from now, you just might make it to the top. Oh, that's a cute sprite. Oh. Screenshot. Yeah, but I think there's something missing. We haven't proved that he's Joe Dark. You suffer every bit as much as I have over these past few days. It's an ordeal, it was nothing. I was worried the pressure might break you, and yet you rose above it all and guided Mr. Right to victory. You have done well, Mr. Edgeworth. Stop it! I only did my job.
In light of this case, it seems I would self-examine is in order for all of us.
Yeah, you think?
Miss Guy,
Yes, Your Honor.
you're an innocent of murder. However, although the chief blackmailed you, the fact is you still acted as his accomplice. A trial will be scheduled for these times at a later date.
Yes, I understand, Your Honor.
Is there something amusing about all of this? Why are you smiling?
It's been a long time, Your Honor. A long time since I've felt free of these heavy chains. What's up, Seven? No, dude, the thumbnail, of course.
Well, this trial has gone on for far too long already.
Yeah, man, I could use some coffee too. Yeah, well, it's actually 8 p.m. I shouldn't drink coffee, but I could. I did well at work today.
Regarding the case of murder, this court finds the defendant, Miss Runner Sky,
Not guilty. But I feel there's something missing. I feel we have to prove that Damon Gant was Joe Dark, but apparently not. February 25th, 5:03 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. It's finally over. Emma? Why the long face? I'm sorry your sister didn't get completely off the hook, but at least she wasn't convicted for a murder she didn't commit. No, that's not it. Just now, after the trial ended, you can see why Mia Faith thought so highly of you. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright. And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You've suffered so much, blah blah blah. You know, I did my best too, but Lana didn't say a single word to me.
Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh, I guess I am. I'll come back later.
Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it?
You're doing this on purpose, haven't you? Aren't you? Making a detective run all around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. Hey, let it out, pals. I'm only kidding.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, right, she's in custody because she's under arrest.
Well, I won't tell you if you won't.
Emma, I owe you an apology. It's okay, sis. Don't worry about it. That day 2 years ago was the first time in my life I ever panicked. It was all I could do to keep myself from screaming. All I could think about was keeping you from getting wrapped up in that mess. Sis, I asked Gant to help me cover up the truth. Although I thought I was doing it for your sake, but now I realize I was wrong. I changed after that day. I had to. It was the only way I could make it through the past 2 years. I knew how much I was hurting you by distancing. Blah, blah, blah. You were scared and such and such. Yeah. Sister talk. Hey man, I'm sorry, but sis, yeah. I'm happy now. Oh, you're happy? We are happy. Yay. We're all criminals. We are going to jail. I knew you'd come back, and now you go to jail. Oh, Emma. You're still a corrupt attorney. Oh. No one can change the past. The only thing we can do is strive to make up for our mistakes.
Why must we make up for our mistakes, you ask? Because in so doing, we can find our way back to our rightful path.
And it is from there that we can move on toward a brighter future. That's actually true. At least that's what I felt watching the two sisters make up. Mr. Wright, Mr. Gumshoe.
Me?
Thank you both for all that you've done. I'm sure we'll meet again someday. I hope not! You're all criminals! Isn't that right, Edgeworth? If I entered a trial and I had one of these guys as any of the parties, then I would be scared AF. I would be doomed. What's with the... we call that in Venezuela cara de cañón, like cannon face. Like, why are you so mad, dude? The frown, you know? I just came to say congratulations. Okay, thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, dude. Right, well, I'll be going now. What's with him? Edgeworth has suffered quite a lot. He was framed for murder. He was used as transportation for a body. He was fooled by the Chief Gant to move evidence like a distraction. He saw his father die. Dude. Oh, poor guy. No wonder he's an edgy boy. It's too late for me. No matter what anyone may say, I realized today that I can correct my mistakes. Oh, such an edgelord. Edgeworth. Not only that. No, but I don't even trust myself anymore. Chief Kent was right. You're despised criminals. I can feel it, you and me. We're the same. One day you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go it alone. Oh, well, dude. I do despise criminals. I plan to dedicate my entire life to finding them. Apparently, you suck at it. But in order to fight crime on my own, I need a weapon. It's scary, but I've known that to be true for quite some time now. But Edgeworth, who knows? Giving enough time, I may have tried to pull something like Chief Kant did. That thought terrifies me. That's why I can't continue as a prosecutor. Oh, I'm so dark. I can't even trust myself. Oh my gosh, you're so edgy. Edgelord phrase. His name should be Shadow the Edgeworth Uchiha, something like that. Edgeworth, don't you understand? Demon Gant and your mentor Manfred von Karma were both the best of the best when it came to fighting crime. You shouldn't use von Karma as an example. Von Karma killed somebody. He killed someone and framed Edgeworth. You can... No one in here, no single character here can talk about honor. They are all criminals. That may be true, but think back to today's trial. You weren't alone. What? You were working together with Mr. Wright, and because of the partnership... Oh, dude. Okay. Yeah, let's take that. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright?
Oh, what? Yeah. Come on, Mr. Wright, show him what Lana's talking about.
Evidence. More evidence! Something that neither Edgeworth nor I would have been able to find out on our own. What was it? The jar? Or the cloth? Relaja el culo. Relaja el papo, Edgeworth. Maybe the jar? No, it's not the jar. It's time for me to go. Mr. Edgeworth, if you'll excuse me. What, did I lose a good ending? Such an edgy boy, edgelord. Well, whatever you do, just remember, you can always let what happened kill the prosecutor in you, or you can let it help you grow. Sure, dude. In the end, it's up to you, I know. It seems I owe you my thanks too, right? But what I face now is my problem. Oh, I have to walk alone. Farewell. Then he throws on a scarf like and walks to the sunset. It seems we both have a lot to learn and catching up to do. Here, take this little something for you. Scientific investigation. It's the first book I ever bought. Study it well. Thanks, sis. I will. Right. And so another case came to close. And as for the sisters, I have faith. Faith that their lives have only just begun. And as for me, I think it's time I started on a new journey of my own. Yeah, you should make burgers or something. Donuts, huh? Instead of being... Well, he did win the trial, so...
Well, don't go trekking off just yet, pal.
You're under arrest for forging evidence.
There's just a little matter to be resolved about the chief prosecutor. You see, she isn't supposed to be out of jail like this.
But I thought you said it was okay.
Yeah, well, it may be okay with me, but the folks at the prison are a different story.
Huh?
Basically, I had to bribe a guard in order to sneak her out for 30 minutes.
Believe me, it wasn't cheap either. Always about money. Yeah, dude. there should be... I mean... It's weird enough that there's a game about an attorney, you know? There's this series called Trauma Center. I would love to play it on stream. But the good version was on the Wii, and maybe you can play it using VR. But this game is so cool. The bad thing is that it's too much. It's too arcadey. But the story is pretty cool. It's like a visual novel, and you perform surgery on the patients and like have to figure out the cases and like do it quick enough. It's really fun. If you guys have the opportunity to play it, I would love to play it. Let's see if there's one for PC. You need a disc copy. Yeah. Yeah, I would need an emulator. Yeah, it's really fun. Or a DS emulator. It's really cool. Also, you need the 2 controllers, you know? I think the Wii is going to be one of the most expensive consoles just because of that. Oh, dude, it's like the Wii is one of the consoles I still have because most of my old consoles my mom gave away. I mean, it's fine, but in the end, the people she gave it away to didn't take care of the consoles. So, well, I took good care of the games. I sold a bunch of games like without really knowing the price. I was young and I kind of needed the money, so yeah, we'll see. Oh, this is not it. Where did you go, detective?
I didn't know you had a world side. Yeah, well, you see, Mr. Wright here's the one who'll be footing the bill.
Always about the money, dude.
What, you think I could afford it with my salary? You gotta be kidding me, pal.
Thank you, Mr. Wright, you're the best. Why is it? I suddenly feel like I want to scream.
Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we all go pay it off together?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Come on, guys, let's go. Objection! I don't have any money. We beat Phoenix Wright! Yes, right on. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you everyone for watching. This was such an experience. This was really great for me because, as you guys know, I wasn't able to finish this game before, and I've had that kind of custom to finish the games I wasn't able to finish, and the stream gives me an opportunity to do it, especially story games, because I really like the that's one of the things I enjoy putting in my music, the story and like working on the art. I tell I describe myself more of as an artist than as a musician, because art is much more abstract. I also paint and stuff. Look, the drawings on the top right, I made all of them. Well, the one that's like a statue, I kind of copied. It's an actual sculpture, and I tried to digitally paint it. But no, dude, particularly you two guys, Kuro and Seven, thank you so much for hanging out. We've had such wonderful weeks, such wonderful streams. I couldn't, it wouldn't be so fun without you guys. Thank you so much for the support. We will, day by day, just keep on improving and keep doing great things, dude, and making good music, because now that we finished Phoenix, right? We can start working on the music and like have two series. The music, like the next album or next launch or whatever we call it, because we are going to make it together. You can be sure. You can be sure of it. We will make it together, and I'll take your suggestions and we'll make something really cool. I mean, whatever you want to add to the record, you know, or whatever it is we launch. Because record, it's like, it depends on the oh, it fell down. Oh, so the handprint didn't do anything in the whole trial. Yeah, so it was fun, dudes. Yeah, thank you guys so much. I had a great time playing this game and seeing the final trial, finally finishing it up. Well, as you guys know, this is the trilogy, so there are 3 games in this. So we have like this game stored away. We can make it like a... Yeah, he's still shaving. He can't even shave right. Well, I guess that if you shave with a knife, you would have to do it quite often, because it's not as... Or maybe it is. You know, shaving with a straight razor is like the best way to shave, but it's not a straight razor, it's a knife. So the difference is that knives are... I'm no knife expert at all, but I just know that knives are thicker, you know? So straight razors are so much thinner, and they get damaged when you shave. So yeah. Hairy guys tip. What was I saying? Yeah, so we can have this game stored away, and you know, try to be consistent, because that's one of the keys to make good art and good things. That narrative and stories are what kind of bind us as people, as society. We usually are happy and things make sense to us when the story makes sense, when the story of our lives makes sense. So if you treat everything like a story, let's say something that may be irrelevant. There's this exam, this test you have to study for. Let's say that you, when it's time for the test, let's say you didn't study. Oh, this is Maya's village. They already had that prepared. And in the second game, we go to her village. We'll see when we get started. Maybe not in a while, because we still... we have to start making the record or whatever. When you're at the time of the exam, of the test, and let's say you didn't study, you can play the movie in your head about all those times you could have used to study, but you didn't. Just as an example, because that happened to me. And that's kind of unrelated to the whole, like, oh, spiritual art part. No, it's just something, you know? It's something that kind of makes sense. So that's why I kind of want to make a concise series, you know? And that's so helpful when you make music. Because let's say you make a song, one of the best sources of inspiration is romance. Like when you get brokenhearted. I got rejected not too long ago, and I didn't think about writing a song about it. It was kind of weird. I preferred like stream music. Probably this week, most likely. Yeah, almost sure. Yeah, I have to edit the videos and kind of prepare them, but before making the music, so I can like focus. Oh, dude, I'm sorry, but that's because you suck at shaving. You have to dude, the way you can avoid it. Oh, we have to check this out, I guess. The way you can avoid it is like have a hot shower and use a brush to exfoliate, and so the whiskers stand up a bit, and then use about the hour. I'm trying to aim at 7 p.m. Europe time. Currently it's 9 p.m. so in Burma it would be... Oh, dude, it's late over there. It would be at about 11 p.m. for you. I could on the weekends I do start streaming much earlier, because we can do longer streams. So yeah, I try to do longer streams on the weekends. Yeah, so there's a bunch of dude, we completed Phoenix Friday. Yeah, dude, I also like staying up late. Like the shaving cream, you use the little brush and you put on the shaving cream after a hot shower, because the hot shower gets rid of all the dirt and the oil, and you just use the brush to like lift up the hairs. Yeah, finally. Yes. Let's have a little jam to celebrate. I mean, nothing too elaborate. Just a little short thing. Then we cut off the stream. It's been about 2 hours and something. So yeah, let's close it down by playing some guitar. I feel like it. Oh, dude, yeah. Exciting. Okie doke. Okay. For this one, I'm going to move the setup a bit, because if you see, the guitar is so much more interesting. Okay. Move this thingy. There we go. Okay. Oh, so different. These headphones sound so much better. Okay. Let me just update the title. Whatever. Nah, who cares? Let's just play. I'm using this one in a E, A, and then standard again. This is the same tuning that Animals as Leaders uses. It's comfortable. I like it. A standard would be F sharp and B. It's also fun to play like that, but I kind of don't do it so much. And also, like, this double drop is fun for playing Arcspire, and other like heavy stuff. Let's close this down. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Don't lag. Okay, that should be better. There's a little delay, but it's Ableton. Okay. This is plugged in. Oh, feedback. Yeah, we should tune that thing. No, dude, not at all. I know theory. It took me. Oh wait, I'm getting confused. It was really hard for me to learn theory, but I did end up learning a good amount. So what I want to say with that is that it's important to learn how to build the chords, because when you do, you understand when to use power chords or not. I'll explain myself a bit better in a bit. Yeah, give me just one moment. Oh, I messed up. Oh, dude, I'll give you some tips right now. Just give me 1 second. There's a bunch of videos and a bunch of knowledge. You could ask an AI. Actually, the AIs are great for learning these kinds of stuff with music, because the information it's kind of mathematical, and there's so much info online already. So it's something that AI actually does well. Okay, this is. I'm going to switch over to Reaper. Give me just 1 moment. Or maybe if I plug and unplug. Wait. Hello? 1, 2, lag. Yeah, there's a bit. No, I'm switching to Reaper. Give me just 1 moment. Oh, you guys can hear me, right? Hello? Really? Did I prepare this beforehand? Apparently I kinda did. Huh, thank you, past me. What about this? Okay, we have 2 channels in 2. Okay. Can I delete this? Okay. Replace. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Whoa. Okay, this one. This is what we were looking for. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've been thinking about would you guys like a text to speech in this thing? The thing is that if we get a spammer or something, I have to deal with that. I will have to look up the solution. But if you think it's a good idea, then I'll put it. Oh, it still sucks, dude. There's something with the computer, dude. Oh yeah, you both are the first mods. So really, thank you guys so much. Okay. Maybe, yeah. I probably you guys know pirate software. That's the Thor, you know, and he selects the text that gets sent to the text to text to speech. He does it on Discord, and that's a good way because that way um you can avoid the spam, you know, and that's also the reason why kind of they usually avoid um putting the chat on screen, but we'll see when we will cross that bridge when we get to it, because hopefully we have that problem. Okay, give me just a second. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'm not used to. Or it's probably the heat, dude. Okay, this is it. Oh man, and it's so hot. Uh, ah. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm not so used to using Reaper, but we'll see. Can I loop this? Yes. Control L maybe? No. Um, okay, here, loop. Let's see if it loops. Yes, it does. Okay, great. Tempo. This. Yeah, I already have the channel, but the thing is, like, handling it. But we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Okay. Let me just get put in some sounds for the voice. That's quick. Well, I'm not much of a shredder. I'm more of a songwriter. But yeah, sure, man. Let's do it. Let's go. I like and I want to make good music. Music that people want to listen to, you know? And you don't need to be a shredder to do that. You know? There are so many simple songs. It all depends. Dude, I'm looking for. I don't know the names. Image line, right? Okay, this one it is. No, not really, dude. Oh no, this is the 5. I'm not used to this. Oh, we don't have it. Okay, we'll just use this thing. That's the one. Okay, let's try getting some distortion and reverb out of this. Does this have reverb? Dynamics, plugin mixer, only filters, sidechain. Okay, compressor. We can get distortion out of the compressor. Maybe like this, maybe like this, maybe like this, and the gate. Yeah, gate. Hello, oh, what? Yeah. Okay. We need some generic. Dude, it's so dumb that I don't see the. Because I like using distortion. Oh, is this the one? No, this is the 5. Maybe we'll have to use it. FX chains. Images. Oh, no, we don't have it here. Yeah. Well, we'll just use that one. What are you gonna do? Okay, this is the one. And okay, let's do some distortion. Like this. No. Okay, no. That's too much. That's too much. Nope, certainly not. Oh, I think I'll just use an amplifier. Use this one. No way, dude. Sorry, guys. Testing. Okay. Okie doke. There we go. Yeah, probably. I mean, a lot of people. It's too wet. Too much. It's too wet. Too much distortion. I want kind of a certain sound, but those amplifiers are too aggressive. Maybe this one without the chorus. I have to, this happens a lot when you go to perform, and there's an amplifier that you don't know, or some equipment that you don't know. It's been years since I used this plugin, and it's very different from the current one, which is the one I use. And not even that, I don't use it for voice. I never use it for voice. I'm just kind of figuring it out. Yeah, it's nice. This is the one. You can always make a generic distortion by just using a lot of gain and then a limiter at the end. If you just add a bunch of gain, you get distortion. Because that's what distortion is. You boost the signal so much, so it distorts, Okay, see, that's kind of cool. Okay, let's put in some more distortion here. Okay, now we need a bit of reverb just to have some like presence. Where is this? Okay, here, and let's use this one maybe. Dry, wet, less, bigger size. Some water. Maybe this is backward. No, it's not. Okay, here ER size. Damn, the. Okay, let's just give it a shot. I don't know what's that one. What? 100 messages today with the chat. Hey, dude. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, man. That was cool.
fixed it. Let's make it slower. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, it's fun because it's funny because I started playing so much better. Yeah, I'll tell you, dude. Of course. Okay. Hello, hello. Okay, this is good, right? Well, the thing is that I've learned how to play what I want to play, because when you learn a song, you're learning. This will all make sense. Don't worry. When you learn a song, you're learning a particular set of chords, some rhythm, you know, and when you learn the language, you can know what vocabulary to use. For example, Metallica, there, Metallica, they do a lot of there's the intervals, right? So each fret represents a semitone. Okay, I'm going to give you a quick harmony lesson. Harmony is when you play several, well, harmony and theory, you know, there's a bunch of useful stuff in here. So okay, lesson time. Each fret is a semitone, right? So the shortest distance you can have in these kinds of instruments, because you know that these are called tempered instruments, where you have a distinct separation between each note. For example, the violin, you know that it's fretless, so it's not tempered. You can slide too much or too little, you know? You can place your finger actually in the parts where the metal is not stopping the string from vibrating, you know? So it's like a continuum, a bunch of frequencies that, depending on how long the string is and where you press it down, you change or make the string, you change the length of the string, so you make it vibrate more or less. That's the note. So when you play, each note has let me show you. Oh, this stays above everything. Okay. This waveform. This is the famous waveform. This is the same as you see the string do, because the string is pushing the air and it's making a sound. Metal strings, they actually move. They also move the electrons, and those are picked up by because the electric guitar is electrified, so it's moving it has a little charge, so it's moving the electrons, and that is getting picked up by the pickup. So okay, so this is probably a note, in whatever frequency it vibrates. So what's the idea with this? If you put two of these together, then they make up a single waveform, something like this, and they combine, and that's what you see when you record. You know, you see the combined waveforms of whatever you're playing. So why is that important? That's what happens when you stack notes over each other, just like when you play a chord. Let me put a clean tone so I can not bust your very important and precious ears. Take care of your ears. You wear earplugs when you go to concerts. I have a pair in my keychain. I don't leave the house without them. Okay. Right. So when you make a chord, this is a D major chord, right? There's this bunch of notes going over each other, and a chord in Western music, in classical music, because there are other disciplines of music like Asian and other ancient music types, a chord is made of stacked thirds. What is a third? A third is one of the many degrees of note relationship. So these are the ones. Let me move it right in the middle. Okay. Maybe let's open up the image itself. Yeah. Okay. So there, the lowest note, in whatever you're playing, because it depends on the context, you know. So the lowest note is almost always, like 99% of the time, your tonic, your root note. That's why when you play an open E, yeah, that's an open E, even if it may not seem like it here. The sixth note, the thick one, that's the lowest note. That's your bass note, your tonic. And when you stack thirds, which are no, it's not the degrees. It's the it's intervals. I think it's the intervals. Yeah, it's the intervals. Okay, so you want to stack major thirds. I won't get too much into the theory of in this part, but well, I am getting into the theory. This is like a bomb of theory, but it's not hard to understand. So you just stack notes over each other, and there's the distance, because one fret away is the... This is a bit messed up. Let me show it in guitar. Degrees in guitar. Intervals. Okay. This is the one. Okay. So the yellow notes, this is relative. You can move this around. Just like the power chords, you can move them around. This you can move around. So you're just like fixating on a part of like a spiral, you know? It can go down in pitch or up in pitch, but it kind of works the same. There are many ways of representing music, or at least this thing, which is the standard we used. It was devised by Bach, by Johann Sebastian Bach. So we have the root note, and in relation to each note, there's an interval associated with it. You know that when you do the power chord, you are playing the root. Let's bring this over to paint.net. Okay. So when you play a power chord, you're playing the toolbars in this. Okay, they are all over the place. Let's choose this. Just the I want circles, red circles, large red circles. Okay, when you play a power chord, you're playing this note, and this note. You're playing the root, the perfect fifth, and the root again. That is not really a chord. People who study classical music will tell you, no, it's not a chord. It's something different. It's but what's important here is that the most resonant note of them all in relation to itself or to any of its octaves, because the octave, of course, if you played an E and another E, that's always resonant. The next one, besides the octave, is the perfect fifth. The perfect fifth is the note which is 7 semitones away from the root. So you take the root, let's say it's an E, this is an E, the thick string, and we will count 7, and that's a B. So when you make a power chord, an E power chord, because you know the shape, you will end up playing an E and a B, you will play the root and the perfect fifth. Because you know the shape, that's what these things are for. So you can play the intervals more easily. You're not expected to learn the intervals at first, but once you do, it opens up the guitar. And the guitar is an instrument that really needs the intervals. And it really has a lot of use to it, because it looks kind of all the same, but it depends if you take into account the dots, because you know that the piano has a set of black keys and white keys, and they are set in a particular configuration that repeats itself, 12 notes. Okay, so what else do we have? The next important note is the major third, which is which is this one. You can tell by the shape. You can also tell which one it is by for example, the E chord, you know, the open E. It's this one, the one in the index. You see that you have the root or the tonic, the perfect fifth. You already know it's a B. Yeah, you get it. That's why the guitar is tuned like that. It's tuned in fourths, so you can play chords with just one hand. Like you can play chords with as many fingers as you have, and that's why we use bar chords and stuff, because that's the strength of the guitar. Well, that and bending and vibrato. So you have the thick E string, the bass E, the perfect fifth, which is A B, and this is another E, because this is an octave. See, it sounds the same. And the next one, that's the third, because of the shape. Because we learned the shape chords, the basic chord shapes, and we can infer from that and use them to learn our scales and our intervals. So the index, that's the major third. It sounds kind of happy. But if we lower it, we play the minor third. I'll play a different shape, which is right here on the 12th fret, the thinner 3 strings, one after the other. That's a minor chord. If you've listened to the Death Magnetic album from Metallica, I don't know, I forgot how it. That's an A minor, actually. A minor, A minor, and this, like one after the other, like this. I'm playing this on the guitar. Right now, the chord I'm playing, I'm going to make it in blue. I'm playing what was it? This is the minor third. Okay, so I'm playing this. This is what I'm playing right now. And this, if you notice, you see this perfect fifth here? This is an A minor chord. This is the same one you do here. Sorry for the tuning. Yeah. You have to tune consistently. That's one of the woes of being a guitar player. But yeah. Yeah, so yeah, that's basically it. And if you familiarize yourself with each interval and with what each of one is supposed to do, and you basically unlock the guitar, because that's what it's about. Knowing your scales, knowing your chords, knowing your positions, and that when you learn intervals, it kind of all makes sense, and you start like playing with. That's how I play. I like using the dissonant intervals. I'm going to paint them in purple. I like to do this. The root. Oh, no, not here. I like to play these kinds of things. Let's get another one. I like to play this shape, and sometimes add this one. Why? Because we have the root here, and this flat 5. Oh boy, this flat 5. You don't you don't learn this in a year. You don't. This is a free class I'm giving you, and this is really powerful. No way. In a year and by yourself, it's hard. You would have to have had a teacher or something. Don't worry, dude. Just take it slow, and yeah, anything you want to know, just please ask. I don't gatekeep with particularly in guitar, dude. It has brought me so much joy. So yeah, I like to play this shape, and that shape is the famous flat 5 or Diabolus in Musica, which is like the devil's chord, you know? Yeah, no problem. Thanks to you, man. Of course. And this was considered to sound diabolic. If you listen to Black Sabbath, what is this that stands before me? Figure in black. Love that song. It's all that's one of the blue notes from the blues. If you want to learn a bit of lead playing, check out the blues minor pentatonic. And remember this and look it up if you want to. It's really easy. It's like it opens up a whole world, and it makes you understand, and it allows you to understand that playing lead guitar is not that hard, actually. I mean, you can always show off and stuff, but to play something that sounds good and that fits, it's not that hard. So there's these two notes. I'm going to paint them with blue, maybe? Yeah, sure, blue. There's this flat 5 and the flat 3rd, which we already know. In here, in this little space, there's a secret. Here. In this little area. This area is special because when you bend either the flat 3rd, which is the minor 3rd, you're not seeing anything. You're okay here. I'm talking about this. The chat is a bit. Let me move the chat real quick. Okay. Here, the flat 3rd. We're still on the root, right? We're playing, I don't know, an E. That's an E. No, this one. Yeah. Oh no. I want to play an E actually. Well, let's play an A. Okay, that's an okay. Let's say this is an A here on the. I mean, it doesn't really make sense to speak in notes at this point because we're talking about intervals and it's all relative. So it doesn't make sense to like give them names. We are working on a different kind of way with the music. So, okay, so if you bend either of these notes, you get a cool and melancholic sound, which is the blues. So if you bend the flat 5, well, not the flat 5, I'm sorry, you bend you bend the 4th actually. Well, you can actually bend all of this. Where's the circle? Here. Let's just minimize this to reduce the noise on the screen. There's too much crap on it. Okay. This one. These are the things you want to bend, right? So I'm going to bend the fourth, the perfect fourth. See, just that, it sounds cool. You just have to give it a bit of character and close the lick by ending up in usually the root again. So the simplest blues lick is, and you just give it a little flavor, you know. You can also slide to it, add other notes. Always come back to the root, and you just start jamming. And this one, this is the other one, the flat third. You bend it and you get the other blues note. And a lot of bending, you know, and yeah. And just make little tricks, because the blues was developed, and the blues is the base of rock and metal. That's why it's important for rock and metal guitarists to understand the blues. You don't have to play the blues, but it's important to get it, because it's all over the place. All Metallica solos are blues, based on the blues. So Metallica. So right. Another important note is the flat seventh. It sounds very bluesy because it helps you close down licks, something like. And you just give it some rhythm. Yeah, just give it some flavor, and there you have it. That's the blues, basically. It's, of course, it's a very deep and complex genre, but it's supposed to be kind of easy to get into, because it was made by slaves in the United States. It was brought from their African culture, and it was mixed up with the environment in America. Look, opening, and you look into the guitar. Yeah, man, of course. This opens up a whole world of possibilities. Yeah, once you figure this out, oof, you can just start understanding chords. You start trying out new stuff, and you stop being afraid of notes. There's this, I don't know if you know him. You should, if you like music. This guy is called Victor Wooten. He's a bassist. He's really important. He's a fantastic bassist and teacher. 5-time Grammy winner. He's amazing, and one of the things he teaches is that there are no wrong notes, because you're just, well, he teaches it, and there's other musicians. There are other musicians that teach it, but yeah, you're always one note apart from the correct note, and because it all depends on the context. Sometimes just by being brave, you can get away with a bunch of stuff. I mean, that only gets you to a certain point, because if you want to record music, you have to be on time and play the right chords. You know, like bravado can only get you so far. But let's say you're a jazz musician, and there are times when they themselves make mistakes, and stuff comes out that they never thought it would sound good. And it's not about not making mistakes, it's about knowing how to deal with them, because we all make mistakes. What can we actually control? Can we control that we make mistakes? Not really, because they are bound to happen. That's just life, that's just the world, that's just nature, and life itself, and God, and thermodynamics. So what can you control? How you handle those mistakes. And that's a skill that will make you company for the rest of your life, hopefully. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. We finished Phoenix Wright today. Yes! Woo! Thanks to you guys. You've made this fun. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for being here in this crazy journey. I'm sure we will have very cool things waiting for us. And yeah, dude, yeah. And be sure that I will keep things like up to your level, because I take this seriously. I had something going on in Venezuela with the music and stuff, with the bands and things. Dude, Kuro, thank you so much. It must be so late for you, dude. Thank you. See you next time, dude. And yeah, I feel like this can provide great results. Okay. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to cut off the stream. Thank you so much. I'm going to add more stuff like this, like the video. And remember to subscribe, hit that like button, comment, interact, and come and hang out. You guys are always welcome. You and whoever's watching this after it's being recorded, you are all awesome. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, and I'll see you maybe tomorrow. No, today's Thursday, the weekend for sure. So yeah, 7 p.m. EST, 1 p.m. United States time, or